I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm done renovating this apartment and it's move-in day for my new tenants. But a couple weeks ago, I still had a long list of things to finish up and I was feeling the pressure. Welcome to the final weeks of this 6-month long renovation, DIY Landlord Edition. So this light, this is bad angle, but the light in the bathroom that has like the fan attached to it, whoa, it's hanging down from the ceiling. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's like a gap here, and when it turns on, it like rattles and it looks bad and it sounds bad. So I need to fix that. I only see one screw holding this whole thing up. This is like, I don't know why it's so hard to push up. That's kind of weird. Thinking I might have to go to the attic. It's cold up there. Let me show you. That's moving a lot more free. That's moving a lot more freely now. There was one part of the foam that was around the electrical cord that I didn't want to cut from the bottom because I couldn't see where the cord was. All right, so I'm gonna go back down below and readjust it, and then I'll come back up and kind of cover it over with the insulation.
Take this paper down, it's got tape on it.
Fixed. So I just made this little spacer. I think I'm gonna take that bracket off and put this behind that one because that's just like, it's not straight in your line of sight when you walk in the bathroom, whereas this one is. So I just want it to be as inconspicuous as possible. I'll paint it once it's on there too. So I started doing the baseboards last time I was here, and I just got another tube of caulk. So I'm going to continue with that. I have one more board that was like behind a bunch of stuff down here, and then I'm gonna go upstairs. All right, let's do it. It's like, this is one of those things that seems like it would just be really simple. It is simple, but there's technique to it. And if you don't do it often, it's just, you don't have the technique. At least that's the case for me. It's like every time I go to do this, it's like the first time I've ever done it, which means it's just kind of slow and messier. So I have it in here. If you look closely, it's like, it's not even. In some spots, there's way too much. See how it's like, that's way too much caulk. And now it's like squished up on the side. So cleaning it up and getting it even takes a little while because I'm not good at it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I have caulked all of the baseboards along this edge. Now I'm going through with a putty knife and just filling all of the tiny nail holes. So just doing that and that. And moving on. This is the kind of thing that like I could easily not do. But I strongly believe these are the kinds of things that like make a difference in the long run. Like, you know when you start looking closer at something and you either start to appreciate the details or resent the details. Like, we probably all lived in an apartment where it all looked good walking through, and then you start to live there and notice little things here and there that just like corners were cut and things were like done the wrong way just to show this facade of like a nice place. But it's not. But underneath it's like kind of falling apart and it's just a patch job, or it's just like half-ass. Or you start to appreciate the care that went into something the more you live in a place, and you notice like, you know, whatever it is, the cabinet door shut softly, or the molding was scribed in and like perfectly contours this curve, or whatever it is. I believe that it's those little things that only come out as you're living in a space that either make you come to love it over time or resent it. So that's why I do shit like this. Whatever, I'm not trying to preach to you about this. I'm just trying to explain why I'm spending so much time filling nail holes. That was a squeaky bus. not time to be cute, time to be warm and covered so the sawdust won't get me. So I'm at my house now and I'm headed out to my garage to work on building some shelves for the bathrooms at the apartments. Please ignore the mess that is my garage. I bought one 2x6 at Home Depot and I had them just cut them down to the lengths that I needed. I'm sanding off the ink and any rough edges. So those 3 will go in the master bath and the smaller 2 will go downstairs in the half bath. I brought the shelves over to my dad's to use this drill press because I didn't have a drill bit that was big enough. So I will be putting dowels into these holes. We're drilling about 2/3 through this board. So I'm cutting these lengthwise now, and this is where the dowels come in. So the skinny piece will be attached to the wall, the dowels will go into the holes we drilled, and then the wider piece will fit onto those dowels to create the floating effect. I brought all the shelves into my basement because it was really too cold to apply any stain outside. I started with a layer of wood conditioner and I let that dry before applying the stain. I did 2 coats of this, I think it's a walnut colored stain. To finish them up, I put a couple layers of a water-based polyurethane. Goes on kind of milky, but it does dry clear. That's loud. No. That's the better choice. just got the first load of stuff out. Everything that I left in there, pretty much, I left because I thought I would need it to clean, or just in case I find any like last minute tiny things. So, time to go unload this at my house. It's the final day of this apartment renovation. People moving in tomorrow. I got to get everything cleared out and cleaned up and ready for people to move in. It is a wintry day today. It's cozy in here, but it is treacherous outside right now. I passed like 5 cars off the highway on the way here. Moving everything out should be a little bit of a challenge, but it is pretty. I love the snow. So this bottom handle was missing, and my dad helped me order one off of eBay that fit this model, but as you can see, it's different. Didn't realize that till it showed up. And then when I was cleaning out the cabinets yesterday, I found this, and it's broken, which is why it wasn't on there. But I'm gonna try to finagle it back on in some way so that it matches and looks better. Okay, here's what I came up with. I took this handle and I put it down here because I didn't want you to see the broken piece every time you open it up. So now this broken part is going to be underneath here, so you really won't see it. I just found this little piece of metal. I drilled this hole and I'm going to put a screw in to attach this piece of metal there, and then I'll be able to put the screw where it's supposed to be. Let's see if it works. It worked. And no one will really even see this kind of janky thing under here because I switched the handles. Beautiful. After finishing up all of the final little repairs, the last thing to do was mop and take all of my cleaning stuff out to the car. Just left for the final time. I got my last load of stuff here and I'm pumped. I'm very glad to be done and have renters in there. I'm gonna go get myself a coffee or something to celebrate.